everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video, you can already tell by the title, and yes, so officially engaged and still getting used to like that term and like using fiance instead of boyfriend, and then just like, is this really happening? Like yeah. So this video, I was just gonna tell you guys that I'm engaged in a little bit of like the story and things that I'm doing now, just because I have a lot of like really loyal followers that are very supportive, been watching me since day one, and I figured I would tell you guys, because if you saw my hand and you wondered if it was an engagement ring, then I'll just go ahead and let you guys know, since it is a very special occasion. So I asked my fiance if it was okay if I like shared, some details of that day. He said it was perfectly fine. I'm trying to get him to be in a video. We'll see if it happens or so. So yeah, it was like the day before Thanksgiving, that Wednesday. My parents had come into town for Thanksgiving. And he told me like, make sure you guys are ready by like 12:30 tomorrow, because you're gonna go on a tour of the city. And I'm thinking, I've been to this city plenty of times. What are you gonna show me? So he went to work, and I'm like, so are we gonna be eating on this tour? Like, cause I'm gonna be hungry. How long are we gonna be out? I knew we were going to like a basketball game later on that night. And I'm like, what do I need to wear? Like, what color do I need to paint my nails? All these questions. And he pretty much wasn't, definitive on like any of them. He's like, well, wear, whatever you want to be wearing all day. And oh, I don't care what color you paint your nails. Like, you're probably not going to be able to eat. I'm not telling you where you're going, any of these things. So we were ready by like 12:30, and then I get a text from someone saying that they're downstairs, and it was a driver, and he hands me like a box, and it has a puzzle in it and a little like riddle kind of thing. It pretty much said, you're going to go get your nails done with your mom, just only one stipulation: it needs to be Carolina blue, because we both went to UNC for undergrad. So I get my nails done, Carolina blue, probably not a color I would really pick, especially this time of the year. And then we get the next box, and it's another puzzle, and it just mentions like, it's kind of almost like a letter to my parents, and it's like, we're heading to a spot where maybe you guys can redeem my loss. It's like a place that, we really like to do these types of things or so. So we show up, and it's mini golf, because one of our first dates, I like whooped the brakes off of him at Frankie's. Like the best putt game round I had ever had in my entire life, y'all. So we did that, and we played, a round of putt, and I ended up winning again. Came from behind and beat my dad. So that was pretty exciting. And then the next spot, the guy handed me another box, and it was just like, the next place we got to know each other. It was kind of like just like a couple of like two of the places that he lived in the city or so. So we just rode by those buildings. The next box was talking about, we're gonna go to this martini bar, get a martini, talk about, the Christmas party that we had last year, and when we came here on jazz night, mention that to your parents or so, and then the car will be back, or in like 40 minutes or so to come get you. So we go and have a martini and kind of just like relax. And then the last place that we ended up was the restaurant that we had, one of our like, I called it our first like fancy date. So it was at Fahrenheit, and Fahrenheit is on top of a hotel like 21 floors up or so. It has really spectacular views of the city, and a really cool like outdoors kind of like grass area with like a fire pit and like glass walls, just like really pretty. So we get there, and we get up top, and I can see, like, right when we walk in, I can see his parents and his sister and him, and I'm like, are we supposed to know? Am I supposed to know that they're here? And his sister walked over and handed me like a champagne glass, and she's like, this is for you. And so our parents met for the first time And then everybody was like, well, you'll just go outside here and we'll, you know, see you in a little bit. And I'm like, getting suspicious. And he was like all nervous. I'm like, do you need this glass of champagne? And it was really sweet because he said he completely forgot like the speech that he was gonna give. And it's okay because I don't remember much of what he said, which I think is typical. And then he like, said, you know, I just want to ask you one thing. And he was standing there, and in my mind I'm thinking like, you know, get down on your knee. I need you to get down on your knee. But he got on one knee and asked me to marry him, and of course I said yes, and I got teary-eyed, and he was shocked that I displayed some type of emotion. I'm like, do you think I don't have a heart? Like, what do you think here? So afterwards everyone came out, and he had, you know, a photographer that was taking candid photos of us, which I've posted on my like what I call like personal Instagram, but it's public. It's just like my less glam. I think a lot of you already saw that photo, so I posted that photo. And she took photos of us and like the family, and it was just really nice. And then afterwards we went to a Hornets game, so I just thought it was like really special that my parents were able to be there along with it, and then his parents were there. So family's like really big to us, and it was just really special and warming, and it really just like touched me that, you know, just to feel all of that love, and for him to involve them and have them be here in this special moment, because they live like really far away. So that was really special. So since then, I mean, we haven't done much. It's a lot. The main thing right now is like just trying to settle on like a date and a venue, and I think once we can get that down, then it'll just start the ball rolling for like everything else. So we're kind of just still trying to figure out what look we're going for. We have a date in mind that we really want to do. We just want to make sure that it's available, and I think that would just like set everything else off as far as like the vibe we're going for, and like the decorations, and we can start working on like, you know, save the dates or invitations or whatever else. So yeah, there's that. And then of course I'm like the total girl, and I bought this like wedding planning book from Amazon. We plan on planning this wedding pretty much ourselves. I really like DIY. I really like being completely involved in all of the decision making, and I really want it to be something that we really want. And plus we're trying to save for a house, so wedding planners are expensive, and yeah, priorities. So yeah, I want to do, like, he thought it would be a really good idea if I like take you guys with me on like the course of like looking for venues, or picking out like dress or whatever like that. So I'll try to vlog as much of this process as I can. Hopefully there will be like a series of these videos or so, and give you tips, you know, along the way for things if you want to plan your own, or if you have any tips for me, you've planned your own, or you didn't plan your own, you have any tips in general, just let me know what you're thinking. But I love this little book so far. I haven't put anything in it, but it's the Wedding Planner and Organizer by Mindy Weiss, who I think is like a really popular wedding planner. But it pretty much just has tabs for everything, like budget and your guest list, your invitations, the dress, the location. Like, it just really gives you like a breakdown on how to keep track, how to plan, tips on every single thing. And I really, this is like it's my baby right now. So yeah, there's that. I went and got my ring cleaned today, and I feel like a new woman, because we went in and I was like, why? And she was like, well, it's just the natural oils from like, you know, your hands and your skin or so that'll cause it to get like a little dirty. So now I'm like, okay, now I need to take it off and not wear it to work, and take it off when I'm like doing my hair and doing, you know, my makeup and putting lotion on and all this, because I want to keep it looking like this. Yeah, so that's everything for this video. It should be pretty short and sweet. Thank you everyone that has congratulated us on that Instagram post that I did. I, you know, really appreciate all the support. And if you have any tips or so, or have any ideas on like, you know, a wedding series video that you want to see next, then just let me know. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.